downs and a count.
Drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run. He taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again. And
9-15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
The stop. Offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round. On the road here again in the divisional round.
They're on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again. And sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up. The 30-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Ready. Now Cunningham. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Fisher. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Right back to him on first down. To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll try the left side. Harrison. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play, is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on third down. That's what's really baffling. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, Fisher. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Now Cunningham. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him holding, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings Return back here on offense. He's been good so far to this. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They're trying to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking.
McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting. Field a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker now to add the point after. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Here's Cunningham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense, because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get.
So this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw here. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Off play action, it's Cunningham. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harrison, and this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Harrison. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Cunningham. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A play fake. Now Cunningham rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. He stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try the left side. It's Fisher, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On 2nd down, it's Fisher. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
For a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all total. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. This This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Torres. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That's like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Fisher, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys for the championship round next weekend. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second time.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
They've got his man complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off play action. Cunningham toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dawson Knox from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. Lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing on 1st down, Torres. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Torres looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally, you'd have to say,
touchdown! Jordan Addison, 33 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid routine at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
Here's a diving catch right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. This is something you got to be wary of offensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. On 1st and 10, Torres. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Torres. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here now, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Torres. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down now, it's Fisher. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run again. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Torres. And he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.